raised her hand. I have asked you to unmute yourself and you can ask your questions. Somaji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
You will be thinking I am joining after so long time, so I'll get punishment मिलना चाहिए मुझे पहले. My question to you is Prabhuji कि हम लोग पहले aspiring devotees रहते हैं, तो हमारा जैसे होता है ना कि कृष्णा का लव हमें अटेन करना है, तो बहुत ज्यादा एंथुजियास्टिक होते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा हम करते हैं, बट स्टेडीली फिर हम लोग लगता है कि हमें भक्ति में आगे बढ़ना है, प्रोग्रेस करना है, तो हम लोग रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉलो करने लगते हैं. देन जब वो हो जाता है, जब दीक्षा मिल जाता है, तो फिर उसके बाद हमारा वो एंथुजियाज्म कैसे मेंटेन रख सकते हैं हम लोग, मैं ये आपसे जानना चाहती हूँ.
ओके,
स्टेडी रहने के लिए क्या जरूरी है?
Yes,
थैंक यू प्रभु जी.
You're right. So I'll put it another ways. कैसे आप बात करिए कि स्टार्टिंग में हम लोग बहुत सीरियस होते हैं, बहुत इंटेंस होते हैं, एंड एज वी प्रोग्रेस अहेड देयर कैन बी अ प्लेटू. एक जगह जहाँ पे अरे ठीक है, चलो अभी कुछ ज्यादा मिल नहीं रहा है, व्हाट इज देयर, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डू वी डू दैट टाइम, जब वो आ जाता है. सो मे बी आफ्टर इनिशिएशन और आफ्टर वी मूव अहेड, go ahead in bhakti, how exactly do we maintain our seriousness? वो भूख कहीं चली जाती है after some years, वो एक question है. Yes, yeah, that's a very integral part. So one very important चीज हमें जो जाननी चाहिए is we should never ever think or feel that we have grown up. We have been हम लोग जो है क्या हो गया हमारे साथ, we have overgrown up, हमको सब पता है, we know everything. So this kind of attitude, the moment which it comes, then a person in fact loses mercy, and also the person will not learn anything. Because starting में we are like this, and every devotee we see is, or everyone is pure devotee, I am the only fallen soul. It is in that consciousness that we grow. लेकिन वो as we stay for some time, अरे ये भी उतने बड़े नहीं है. I used to have very high regard. Not so much. I am also not so bad. I am also a very great person. So we lose the enthusiasm to learn. We lose the enthusiasm to grow basically by our attitude towards shiksha. That's the first thing. Problem उधर होता है. We think we know many things, and हम कैसे भी करके we have to have this particular consciousness that well, I have to keep learning. I don't know anything. जितना हम लोग ये कॉन्शियसनेस में रहेंगे, इट इज गुड. सो दैट इज एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स शिक्षा. नंबर 2, एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स वैष्णवस. दिस इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हाउ यू ट्रीट भागवतम, हाउ यू ट्रीट वैष्णवस is the way you will treat the holy name. Attentive hearing and careful dealings is what I was hearing from His Grace Gaurang Prabhu. He had given a Vyas Puja lecture, so that time he was speaking about this very much. He for quite some time elaborated on this, and I was very deeply inspired to hear this statement. The way we deal with Bhagavatam, attentive hearing and careful dealings in Vaishnavas. If we do this, we will have that ever enthusiastic approach in bhakti. हम लोग ऐसे ही रहेंगे. We'll keep progressing. Yeah. Another thing is definitely हमें जो है, we have to ensure, we have to see. For example, if now you take an app, okay, this Google Map, or Google Map में जो है, it is spoken that well, you put your destination. Yes, your destination will arrive in 25 minutes, ऐसा करके. And as you keep progressing, आप आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, and the distance shown is you will reach your destination after 3 hours. क्या हो गया? That means we have progressed in the wrong direction. We are not in the right direction. So we have to rectify. Basically, it's our attitude towards Vaishnavas and attitudes towards Srimad Bhagavatam and chanting. What is happening there? This is where we have to control. So that newness, what Shukdev Goswami he appreciated in Parikshit Maharaj is he said, "Yan nutanasya ishasya shrunvan api kathamohu." You're from a devotee family. You heard Krishna Katha so many times, Arjuna and all others. They would have fed you with so much of Krishna Katha, but still you're sitting and hearing as though you are hearing this Krishna Katha for the first time. That is what is your great qualification. So this newness we have to maintain. Let's always be a new devotee every day. And whenever we hear Bhagavatam, let's be like a clean slate. to receive whatever is coming. Yes, we should never ever feel I know. We should have the consciousness I relish. So if this is there, we will always have that intensity. This is what is my understanding. Yan nutanase ishasya shrunvan api kathamuhu. That's why he was willing to sit and hear like a child. In bhakti, you want to be ever enthusiastic, you have to be like a child. And that is one other thing that I do is we keep somehow or the other, we should definitely be involved in cultivating newcomers. Because वो newcomers का enthusiasm देख के हमें बहुत enthusiasm मिलता है. So we should never ever stop cultivating at least one person, one newcomer we will cultivate. एक newcomer को आते हुए भक्ति में आते हुए देख के to see them progress, to see them coming to just like for this book distribution marathon, like there were many devotees who opened their account. They said, Prabhuji, my first Bhagavad Gita distributed, very good. So वो newness हमें दिखना चाहिए. Prabhuji, today is my first deity worship. Very good. Today I saw a devotee worshipping the deities. It was my first deity worship. I said, Prabhuji, today is my first Mangalarti. I'm going to sing. Wow. So newness dekhna, we should always be in touch with that. So that way we will also remember our Jane kahan gaye wo din. It will not be like that. We will be definitely very enthusiastic. So be in touch that way. So the newness should never go.
Thank you so very much,
very,
Prabhuji.
very brilliant question. And I guess that took all the time.
Yes. So we won't be able to take up other questions also.
Yeah.
But,
Practically, I can tell you something. I can tell you examples of devotees over here who heard Gita Art of Life 3 times. वो Art of Life का 1 में आए, 2nd भी आए, 3rd में भी आए. How many of you are there like that? Please raise your hands out of great honesty. So Riya ji has lifted her hand already. Riya ji is there. Kalyan Prabhu is there. Aparna Roll Mataji is there. Rahul Prabhu, Roshni Mataji, Pranjal, Nigam ji, Shashikant Prabhu and full family. So there are devotees like that. So these people have that attitude. उनको कभी ऐसा लगा नहीं कि और जो हम लोग सब सीख लिए अभी. Why should we come again? I was telling them, in fact, please you come for other classes. No, Prabhuji, we'll come for that also. We'll come in next one also, and next one also, and next one also. Yes, this attitude is very amazing. Very amazing. So of course, purposes we should progress ahead also. आगे भी बढ़ना है हमें. It's not like that we'll see Bhagya Lakshmi Mataji. Many more, Pratik Prabhu. Yes, some more names which I didn't take. Yeah, they're also there. So this attitude is very good. That we are always a newcomer. In fact, my spiritual master came in touch with Krishna consciousness in this lifetime, or came in contact with Prabhupada, I would say, in 1971. And he was just in Surat. He was talking to one devotee, was telling me. So he just came and asked Maharaj, he's just asking a question. And something, he said, Maharaj, you're such a senior devotee. He said, look, Prabhu, I'm a very new devotee. This was in 2006. After how many years? 1971, matlab 29 plus 6. After spending 35 years in the movement, he says, I'm a new devotee. And even today, he has the very same consciousness. Very, very, so I see this quality in the greater the devotees grow in bhakti. I see that they always feel themselves, they can always learn. Especially when I see His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu sitting in my class and hearing. मेरे को बहुत एक्चुअली जैसे वाली के सामने आधी एनर्जी खत्म हो जाती है वैसे हाफ ऑफ माय एनर्जी इज गॉन enthusiasm is gone. डर लगता है person who taught you everything is right in front of you, but then I learn that here is a person who's teaching us. He would sit for every devotee's class, no matter who has come when. He's a senior most devotee who knows everything. He is one who brought everyone to Krishna consciousness, but he would sit like a child in anyone's class. That's something he taught us. Yes, be like a child, be open to learn. And after the class, he will go and appreciate the devotee genuinely. And he will say what he learned from the class. Personally, he'll go and give feedback. How is that possible? Yes, so that person has to go long. You will last the distance. It's very important for us to maintain that newness. And that is why Parikshit Maharaj was chosen as the right example to hear Bhagavatam. So we'll proceed ahead on Gita Art of Life. So, but it was a very beautiful question. Thank you. It's much needed. Not Gita Art of Life, Gita Art of Inner Peace. That was the indirect question. This cheating. Yes, I also try. I try to carry a notebook and pen and sit in anyone's class and make notes. Yes. As though in the class, first thing you do is I forget that I know anything. Sit and just hear from anyone. No worry. Bhagalakshmi Mataji, it's okay if we have your question after the session. We'll give you a chance. Okay. Thank you. So here we go. This is today's our chapter 8. Wow. Anyone knows the name of chapter 8? What has Prabhupada given the name? Because कौन सा yoga वो नहीं पता होगा, लेकिन at least what has Prabhupada given the name? Yeah, you showed us the video clip of your my Guru Maharaj listening to Radhesham Guruji's class. Yes, that also I've seen. He was sitting and sitting straight. He was hearing so attentively. But as soon as Prabhu realized Maharaj sitting there, he got up and he jumped. He jumped from his seat. What a dive! And he just directly done what? I showed that lecture, the video in one of the lectures. Correct. It's good to see that. Sorry, I have one more instance. I just remembered. We were in a yatra in Mayapur, and my spiritual master had invited his god brother's disciple. God brother is equal, disciple is junior. So he invited him, you please come and give today's katha program. And my spiritual master was with a notebook and pen right on time, sitting in the front to make notes, to learn from his friend's disciple. He was there with notebook, pen, sitting straight and hearing very attentively. So such great souls show that let's always remain new devotees. The more one feels, oh, I am a senior devotee, mujhe sab aata hai. Congratulations. You got seniority, but you lost all mercy. Yes, there is no mercy with you. It's better to remain juniors. It's better to remain fresh, new, and get all mercy. Hare Krishna. So whatever the newness is there, let it go on. Tomorrow, if any one of you give class, I'll sit in here. Don't worry. If I'm free, if that is a prescribed class for me, I'll definitely hear. Chapter 8, session 8, taken by your humble spiritual friend, Sanatan Dharmadas. We go on with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhobhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangham langayate girim yatkrupa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. Hare Krishna. So here is a shloka from the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is entitled Attaining the Supreme. Okay, so this is a shloka. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa ranyakamina paramam purusham divyam yati partha nuchintayan. Translation. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Hari. So what are we seeing in this shloka? How many of you want to surely reach Krishna? Yes. Everybody, every one of us. Varna kyun aate hain yahan pe? Why do we come here? We all want to reach there. And there we want to be together. As one very big spiritual family. Very correct. So Krishna is giving a sure short way how to reach him. So he teaches some principles. So those principles, actually this shloka 8.8 is pertaining to the Ashtanga Yoga system. No one may say, Prabhuji, just now in the 6th chapter shloka, you said Ashtanga Yoga is not practical. Nahi karna chahiye, time mat waste karo. Arjuna also says the same thing. Then why? See, although Ashtanga Yoga is not a practical path for us today in this day and age, yet we need to understand one thing, that the principles of Ashtanga Yoga can definitely be very wonderfully applied to our Bhakti Yoga. So we are here to take the principles and apply it to our sadhana. That is why otherwise Krishna is not just like that spoken. Anyway, practical nahi aise kyun? Why will Krishna waste time? He will not waste time, right? So this is a very important verse in understanding our sadhana very nicely. Yes, because if you do this, we definitely will attain Krishna. At the end of this life, we will be with Krishna. So let us attentively discuss this. Abhyasa yoga yuktena. Beautiful words. Whenever I hear this word abhyas. Now in Marathi, abhyas means padai. And this is something nobody likes. Yes, believe it or not. Even the most nerdy, studious, topper kind of breed, they also don't like padai. Fact. Because once upon a time I've been that. Padai किसी को अच्छी नहीं लगती. But this abhyasa, what Krishna is referring to, is not just mundane studies. This is referring to the sadhana that we have to do. So what is sadhana? Yeah, what is sadhana? As per your understanding? Anyone? Sadhana क्या है? Okay. Krishna's Nama Jap. Yes, this is sadhana. What else? I'm getting wonderful answers. You're all correct. Okay. Krishna is called as Sadhya. Your all answers are correct. Krishna is called Sadhya. Sadhya means the goal that we wish to achieve. Sadhya, that is Krishna. And sadhana is the process by which we achieve sadhya. So Krishna is our goal. Like I asked you a question, how many of you want to reach Krishna? Everybody raised both their hands. Yes, everyone raised both their hands. So that is sadhya, someone to be achieved. But how do you get there? So the process to achieve Krishna is called as sadhana. That is called sadhana. So Srila Prabhupada wrote in one of his letters, sadhana mainly refers to three things. The first thing is, of course, chanting of the holy name, number one. The second thing, Srila Prabhupada said, read my books. So many of them feel that reading books is jnana. It is getting jnana. Oh, jnana marg ho gaya. Prabhuji, that is jnana yoga. Don't be a jnana yogi. No, reading Srila Prabhupada books is pure devotional service. And Srila Prabhupada wanted his devotees to read his books. Yes. So, sadhya and aradhya means the same. Prabhuji, aradhya is the object of worship. Sadhya is the object to attain. So for us, sadhya and aradhya is same only. Aradhya Bhagavan Rajesh Tanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachutupasana Vrajavadu Vargenaya Kalpita. So Aradhya Bhagavan is Krishna only for us. But anyway, they're used in different context, but they refer to the same person for all of us Bhakti yogis. Very correct. So sadhana, the second thing that Prabhupada gives is reading books. It's very important to make book reading as a part of your life. Yes. Even if it is for 5 minutes, no problem. 1 page, no problem. Some sadhana you should. So I want each and every one of you to take a commitment. Prabhuji, बिल्कुल होता नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, एक लाइन पढ़ के, एक लाइन, 1 line, that's all I'm asking. तो कमिटमेंट ऐसे ही बढ़ाते हैं आगे. अभी खाली पीली और enthusiasm में बहुत साल पहले I took a commitment. Of course, I'm still following today by Guru's mercy. I went in front of Srila Prabhupada, I offered obeisances, and I just took a commitment that no matter what happens, no matter what, I will read your books 1 hour every day. And somehow by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, I'm able to fulfill that commitment even till today, unbreakingly. Kuch bhi ho, koi bhi paristhiti ho, some or the other, by Krishna's mercy, we do it. So taking commitment is something which is very powerful. Just like we take commitment for chanting, similarly, I like each and every one of you to just take commitment of reading at least एक line तो पढ़ेंगे. If not one paragraph, अपने हिसाब से कोई बात नहीं. Let's start with something small and let's keep it consistent, gain confidence. So 1 line, 1 paragraph, 1 page, कुछ तो आप अभी लीजिए. Those who are confident, they can definitely take. I told you, it's going to be art of inner peace. Is not easy. You have to pay the price. You have to pay the price for the peace. Correct? So do that. Take some commitment. Somebody in terms of minutes, somebody in terms of a section, something. Just take, all of you, please. Those who wish to share can share. It's not compulsory that all of you share. You may take commitment, that is compulsory. Reading in group is perfectly fine, no problem, but read karna hai. So group reading is a very powerful thing that did take place. Even COVID time, many of them started taking groups and reading. We have even mentor groups. We have groups of mentors. We allot mentors by which Prabhupada book, Chandrasekhar Gulati ji, Srila Prabhupada's books. Either it can be Bhagavad Gita, it can be small books, it can be Nectar of Devotion, it can be Bhagavatam, whatever, whichever level we are. Wonderful. If you're reading in group with senior Matajis every day, very good. Very nice. So that way we take a commitment and we read, either in groups or individually. But one thing I have realized, group mein padhte hain, we definitely get a lot of mature realizations. But when you read alone, even when you're reading alone, that gives you a different flavor altogether. Yat anudhyasina yukta karma branti agantir nibandanam chindanti kovidastasya kono kuryat khatarchim. Akele बैठ के एक paragraph पढ़ने में, there's another flavor altogether. Okay, there's a direct message given by a devotee who doesn't want to reveal his or her name. I take 1 hour reading commitment to you, Sanatan Dharmadas, with my all prayers. Definitely. You're blessed. And I give you all my prayers for you. Haribol. Thank you. So like that, you all take some commitment to sadhana. Abhyas yoga yukti. The third aspect of sadhana that we do is deity worship. Now, I say, Prabhuji, we are all not qualified for deity worship. Aarti nahi hai. No, but some aarti. A little bit of aarti. The first 2 are really important. And third one, when included, we will be able to develop a personal connection with Krishna much speedily. बहुत जल्दी connect हो जाते हैं. I have seen one thing that many families do. Just today, I had one of the devotee members from this group only who had come to visit us, visit Jagannath ji at BYC Kharadi. And they come, they take darshan of the deities, they feel for the deities. So that personal feeling of Krishna will come. Yes? The personal feeling of Krishna comes when you are connected with deities. So we attend one aarti, even a short aarti, a quick darshan with the deities. That way, there is deity worship happening. Some of you may have at home, some of you may go to temple, but that kind of some commitment that once a week at least we'll go to temple. Yeah, we'll attend the satsang. Some kind of commitment to the deities that way is there. It is really powerful. It's a very swift way of developing a personal connection with Krishna. Because you serve the deities, you develop that personal connection. Yes, very important. Could the aarti be available? It is available, Prabhu. You can check in the group. It's available. Abhyasa yoga yuktena. So our all abhyas. Yes, there's one more commitment of 30 minutes. Thank you, Prabhu. So our abhyas should be yoga yuktena. This is called practical abhyas yoga yuktena. The 3 things. You do this, and when you're doing that, see, jab hum wo kar rahe hain, ye 3 cheezein. 3, of course, everything. Shravan, Kirtan, Smaranam, Padasevanam, everything. But especially this has to go on. Now, the hearing that you're doing, the hearing program and commitment that we are doing, the Nithyam Bhagavad Sevaya, this kind of commitment we have taken, we are coming. This is also going to be very, very amazing. At this point of time, we should try to hear with rapt attention. Chetasa Nanyagamina. At least for that time when we are committed to come together, baki sare cheezon ko side mein rakh ke we just hear something. There has to be one attentive session where we leave aside everything and Chetasa Nanyagamina. So we chant, no, we don't do anything else. When we read, no, we don't do anything else. When we hear, we don't do anything else. And because that is when you make Krishna feel Krishna is most important for me. See, Mother Yashoda, of course, this is a pastime, but Mother Yashoda kept baby Krishna aside to attend for the milk. That means Krishna took it, अरे इसका मतलब milk is more important than me. अभी देखो क्या करता हूं मैं. I will destroy all your project. So the project in which Mother Yashoda was working, of course, that project also was for pleasing Krishna only, but he broke all the pots. सब तोड़ दिया और बंदरों को खिला दिया. Why? Chetasa Nanyagamina. Anyagamina, Your Chetasa is going somewhere else, leaving me. Abhi dekh kya karta. So this is very dangerous. So when you're doing a sadhana, you do it only for Krishna. Then what happens? Paramam Purusham Divyam Yati Parthanu Chintayan. You will definitely attain Krishna without any doubt through such kind of Anuchintayan. Anuchintayan. Over here, Anuchintayan refers to the meditation, yogic meditation, but we remember Krishna by chanting. We remember Krishna through the process of reading the message of Krishna. And we remember Krishna through what? We remember Krishna through the process of deity worship. Taking darshan of deities, taking part in arti or doing the arti, dressing as per our qualification, as per our training and skills. We definitely can do this service. Cooking for the Krishna, that is also a very great service. So all these services help us in Anuchintayan. Chintayan means to meditate on Krishna. जब आप भगवान का चिंतन करते हैं तो आपकी सारी चिंता का नाश हो जाता है. You meditate on Krishna, all your chintas of this world are finished. So you go from chinta to chintamani. So from chinta to chintamani dham. In this world, money is the chinta. But when you go to chintamani, so you have to go from money, chinta is दुनिया में. लेकिन हम जो है चिंता मणि से चिंतामणि धाम जाएंगे. That is Golok Dham, the abode of Lord Krishna. Yes, Parthanu Chintayan. So this is a sure short way of attentively doing your sadhana. This is the way to achieve Krishna. Yes. So Krishna says, constantly remembering him. Yes, if you attentively do our sadhana, throughout the whole day, we will be able to remember Krishna. Smaran. You don't have to be inactive. Smaran matlab abhi kya kar rahe ho? Smaran kar raha hu. No, you do smaranam while being active. Body is active in Krishna's service. Mind is absorbed in Krishna's service. Intelligence is alert not to go into Maya. That's how this is called triple A formula. Body active in service of Krishna. Mind absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. And intelligence alert not to fall to Maya. This is a 3A sutra, which all of us should definitely be following in one's life. Yeah, see? Sadhana. Most effectively. This is our 99% of spiritual advancement. And the Lord is a person and real enjoyer. This feeling you will get when you relate with the deities. Next sloka. So now that was pertinent to Dhyan Yoga. Although we extracted out very good principles for our bhakti, now this is a direct bhakti yoga. Direct bhakti yoga shlok, which Lord Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter. We will discuss this. Now this is very, very similar, but still some more principles we will learn. Ananya chetaha satatam yomam smarati nityashah tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yoginah. I'm going to read the translation, then I'm going to ask you something. So please hear attentively. Open your eyes, open your ears, and please pay attention because I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. For one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pritha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. I'll read once again. For one who always remembers me, without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pritha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. Okay. So what are your special 3A Sutra once more? Okay, Kalpesh Prabhu, I'll tell you. Body active in service of Krishna. Mind absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. And intelligence alert in the service to avoid Maya. Okay. So this is called 3A formula. Okay. So now you all have to tell me, yes, active, absorb, and alert. Correct, Suman Prabhu. Now you all tell me what is something special that you noticed in this sloka, 18.14. What special you observed? Okay, easy to obtain. Ruchaji is saying very easy to obtain. Okay, without deviation. Correct, no deviation. Devotional service, matlab bhakti ki mahima. Okay. Anything else? Constant. Okay. Engagement, being active. Consistency. Okay. Constant in devotion. All right. Seriousness, chanting consciously, give consistency, consistent sadhana. Okay. All right. You all said it. I'll tell you something which is very, very interesting in this. So yes, this sloka is about. So this is sloka referring to bhakti being easier than dhyan yoga also. Very easy. So, but it has few flavors. You have to be satatam. Now this satatam means, now this word satatam you will hear many, many times in Bhagavad Gita. Ananya chetaha satatam. Yoman smarati nityashah. Nitya yuktasya. So these three terminologies are similar. Now Nitya, Nitya is same. Nitya means Hamesha. Nitya yuktasya. Smarati nityashah. There is a Hamesha is the equivalent. Always. We say na always. So that is nityashah. And satatam refers to constant. Constant engagement. You get it? Now what is the difference? The difference between these two terminologies is that when we talk about nityashah, it refers to moment after moment. That is what is nityashah, moment after moment. So we see bhakti is very deep. One has to aspire to remember Krishna always. But satatam is the endeavor which happens on a daily basis. Now when Krishna says about chanting, satatam kirtayanto mam. Yeah, satatam kirtayanto mam. Constant chanting. And nityashah is always. So constant or consistency means we take a commitment and do it regularly. Yes. So as per our knowledge, based on our knowledge that we get, we develop faith. And based on the faith that we have, we develop our surrender. And our surrender is our practice, practical practice. So some of them ask, how many rounds should we chant? You should chant based on what? Based on your faith. And how do you build your faith? Based on knowledge. So based on the knowledge that we are taking, we should be chanting that much. So our constancy or consistency should be there in our sadhana. So a person who is consistent is a person who's going to get Krishna easily. It's not that, okay, now what I'm going to do is I will chant 1 round today, 1 tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Milky, I will chant 100 rounds. No, we don't do that. We should chant daily. Daily, there has to be fixed commitment that we should have to Krishna. So Krishna is demanding only one thing to easily get him. What is that? Commitment. Yes, like exactly. Deepti Rani Mataji is saying like how we eat food. Oh, we are very, very convinced that we eat food, we'll have pran. तो उसी प्रकार से कृष्ण हमारे प्राण होने चाहिए. That's why Krishna is called Prananath. So Krishna is our Matchitta Madgata Prana. Krishna is the prana. But we are convinced Anna is our prana. Isliye we are, no matter what happens, we will have prasad or food. Because we are very convinced कि यही प्राण है, यही हमारा प्राण धन है. This is our real prana. But Madgata Prana se Krishna is the Unmadgata Prana. And that is our real prana. So what is your prana? You will be doing it regularly. Yes, like how we breathe air. That is our prana. Correct? So that is Krishna is demanding consistency in our practice. That is one thing. And that consistency, we should, if we do it regularly. Now I say, Prabhuji, when I chant Hare Krishna, usta mein bhi Bhagwan yaad nahi rehte, what to speak of other times? That is our state right now. But you do it. Kintu adarat anudinam khalu saiva jushta. Swadvikramad bhavati tatgata moolahantri. So I would like to give you one extra shloka. So this shloka that comes in the nectar of instruction. This says, Sat Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapya Vidya Pitto Pataptarasanasya Narochikanu किन्त्वादरात् अनुदिलं खलु सैव जुष्टात् स्वादिक्रमाद भवति तद्गतमूलहन्त्रि. So this shloka tells that Syak Krishna Nama Charitadi Sitapti Avidya Pittopataptarasna Rochikan. We don't have taste in chanting. Agreed? We don't have taste in chanting. मुश्किल होता है चैंटिंग मतलब प्रभु जी. That's what usually we are crying. Chanting time, no. Prasadam time, yes, Prabhu ji. Yes, yes. Prasadam very good. But chanting, no taste. Why? Because we have got a spiritual jaundice. In jaundice, what happens? Jaundice may, the pitta, the bile which is there in the stomach, it rises up and comes and covers over our tongue. It covers the tongue. And because of that, you eat rasgulla, which is very sweet. Rasgulla khao, gulab jamun khao, sab kaisa lagega? How will it taste? Kadwa, my God. Such a bitter thing. Bitter is not rasgulla. Bitter is not gulab jamun. Bitter is your tongue because it contains bile. Similarly, chanting is not bitter. Bilkul nahi. What has happened? Our tongue, that is our spiritual senses are affected with that we are having adhyatmic pilya, as in we are having jaundice. It's a jaundice disease, something sort of jaundice. So how to get rid of jaundice? The way to get rid of jaundice is by eating sweets. So each time you eat sweet, second, itna kadwa. And person will say, pagal, what is this? You give your sweets to me, I will eat. Kadwa kadwa bolte ho. But yes, for a jaundice patient, every sweet will taste bitter. But if he keeps taking it, kintu adarat anudinam, consistently, daily taking the sweet medicine, then what happens? One final day, swadvi kramat bhavati, slowly he will develop taste. Arey, aaj to mere ko sweet lag gaya. Very good, congrats. That means your jaundice is gone. Similarly, the day the chanting of Hare Krishna appears very sweet experience, that is the day we are cured of our spiritual jaundice disease. Correct? तब तक हमें करते रहना है सततम. टेस्ट नहीं आएगा फिर भी करना है. Some days you say, प्रभु जी कुछ दिन इतना बढ़िया टेस्ट आता है, इतना टेस्ट आता है प्रभु जी, ऐसा लगता है प्रभु जी आज तो जप माला छोड़नी नहीं है, we should not leave. और कुछ दिन ऐसा लगता है, अरे क्यों पकड़ा मैंने ये? Why did I get this? Buy this thing? Why did I attend this seminar? Why did I go to this? Such a pain. It seems like that. कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है प्रभु जी. Yes, both kind of experiences are there. Correct? We don't get to know. That is why it is said. That's why we say that no matter fair or foul weather, keep it consistent. Kintu adarat anudinam khalu saiva jushtam. We keep going on and the taste will come. So we are not after taste. We are after our commitment. Yes, that is very important. उस दिन taste आएगा, उसके बाद चला जाएगा. But we have to be after our commitment. And if you take commitment, then what happens? You chant in a committed fashion, then you reach the spiritual world. And what Krishna speaks about spiritual world, very quickly I will share and I'll conclude. Paras tasmat tu bhavonyo avyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yasas sarveshu bhuteshu nashatsu na vinashyati. So you keep your consistent bhakti. What is our destination? Your destination is what? Yet there is another unmanifest nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this material world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. So what happens in this material world? Very quickly I'll tell you. 1-2 minute पे phenomena बता दूंगा. Now currently what is going on is Kali Yuga, correct? Correct? So then after Kali Yuga what happens? Again Satyuga. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. So this Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali together is called one Divya Yuga or one Chatur Yuga. I'll put it on the chat also for all of you to see. So Satya plus Treta plus Dwapar plus Kali. Yes. So these all yugas are equal to one Divya Yuga. Okay, Divya Yuga. So such kind of 1000 Divya Yugas are equal to 12 hours of Brahma. बहुत interesting mathematics है. Just keep following on. Okay, so such 1000 Divya Yugas of Brahma are equal to 12 hours of Brahma. 12,000 Divya Yugas. Okay, and so in the daytime of Brahma, the creation is on. Light on होता है. And the other 12 hours of Brahma, that's another 1000 Divyugas, other 12 hours of Brahma, it is the night. This is night for Brahma. ये तो रात का समय है. So night time पे off रहता है, सब off, कुछ नहीं. There is no karma happening. All living entities are inside the womb of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Correct? So like this, Brahma has 30 days. Now this 24 hours of Brahma is 2000 Divyugas. So like this, he has 30 days in a calendar. Ek month, 30 days. And like this, 12 months make Brahma's 1 year. Same. Apna jaise hi hai. But Brahma lives for 100 such years. Oh, pray, what is his lifespan? And Brahma's lifespan is the total age of the Brahmanda, the age of the universe. Yes. So Brahma lives for such 100 years. That is the lifespan of this universe. So after this lifespan is over, then the universes get destroyed and they go into the body of Mahavishnu. So there is Vyakta, Avyakta. That means creation happening, and after they go into the body of Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu inhales, take also universe. He breathes out, all universes come out. Breathe in, all universes come in. So this is called Bhutva Bhutva Praliyate. So which number of Kali Yuga is going on? We are on the 50th year of Brahma. This is there in the Shastras. So Brahma's 50 years is complete, half century. Yes, this is the Padma Kalpa going on. Varaha Kalpa going on. So Brahma's exactly half 50 years is over. And this is called Varaha Kalpa. And in that, so Varaha is the name of the day, Varaha Kalpa. So 7th Manu's 28th Divya Yuga is going, 28th Kali Yuga is going on. So each Manu has 71 Divya Yugas under them. So 71 into 6 kar do plus 28. So that is the number, the Divya Yuga going on. Uska Kali Yuga chal raha hai. This is all there in the Shastras, very clearly. So the point is, whatever happens in this world, this of destruction and parastasmaktu bhavonyo, vyakto avyaktat sanatanaha, yasa sarveshu bhushetu, natsyatsino vinashyati. So in the spiritual world, there is no concept of creation or destruction. So time doesn't have any kind of destructive nature in the spiritual world. So in the spiritual world, there is beautiful pastimes of Lord going on, and this Srishti, Sthiti, Pralay, all these things don't happen. So we will be transported to that place if we do bhakti properly. So I will quickly draw one drawing, isse sab samajh mein aa jayega, and we will end. So Mahavishnu, okay, from beginning I will show you. Bahut interesting hai. Suppose imagine that this is the whole creation, this rectangle box that you're seeing. The 1/4 of the creation is the material world. Ekapada Vibhuti. This 1/4 is called Ekapada Vibhuti, means 1/4, and Tripada Vibhuti means the spiritual world. So spiritual world is 3/4, material world is 1/4. Okay, so now we are taking the 1/4 part. So in the 1/4 part, there is a personality called Mahavishnu or Karana Udakashayi Vishnu. I'm just drawing for our sake. Yes. So he's a person who's lying down there. Karana Udakashayi Vishnu. He's lying. And from his bodies, what happened? From his bodies come out many universes. So a lot of universes come out from his body. Like this, Brahmandas. When he breathes out. And when he breathes in, the universes go back to his body. When he breathes out, all universes come. When he breathes in, all universes come into his body. So that is 100 years. Okay. And in each Brahmanda, if you want to, now we go to one Brahmanda. Inside one universe. Every universe, there is a person called, don't worry, you all will learn again. There's a person called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, the second Vishnu. He's called Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So Rakesh Prabhu, he said, from the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu comes out a stem. Yeah, he's the person. And on the stem is Brahma. He comes in the lotus. The topmost planet is called Satyalok, the planet of Brahma. And this is called Bhuloka, our planet. So entire thing rests on that lotus. So all other planets, all planetary systems are on this. Maharlok, Janalok, Tapalok, Satyalok. Yes, all planets are like that. They're inside the. So this is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And there is one Shirodakshaya Vishnu who enters into all the particles in the universe. He's there, kan mein vaas karne wale. So this kind of destruction and creation again and again is not there in the spiritual world. So we'll discuss about this more in future sessions. Multi-universes exist now. Yeah, there are so many universes. In fact, you take inside a bag, you fill in the mustard seeds. That many universes are there. Countless. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. I have a small meeting, so I have to proceed without question and answers. But however, our Dhruvan Prabhu definitely can make the announcements. Okay. I'll have to take your leave right now, and I will see you all tomorrow in Siddhi Baat Prabhuji ke saath. Please do come there. We'll have a good time together. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. What is Tat Shruno means to just hear from me. Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhobhyo eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you.